I don't know where I'm going to post this, but I want to talk about the spread of coronavirus and why people are blaming Trump for it. Because Trump closed borders in the very beginning and he was called racist for that. But now that cases are rising, people are mad because he isn't doing anything. But I have one argument, and that's the amount of people protesting and rioting that weren't wearing masks. I have a few examples that I'd like to share. One being this video right here. It's called Black Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter. Protesters square off in Brooklyn. Now, when I started here, you can see a lady right here. She was wearing a mask, but it wasn't covering her face. It was around her neck, and she's screaming at people pretty much face to face. The amount of respiratory droplets being slung around here has got COVID written all over it. Not to mention the guys that are on the right side over here who are not wearing a mask at all. And the guy that actually came up in front of the camera right here after she finished screaming, he wasn't wearing a mask either. Moving on here to this next image, you can see there are people with masks and without. The ones with masks, good on them. They're helping prevent the spread. But as for guys like this one right here, no mask, screaming at people, and he's just spreading more and more germs. I want to know where Trump comes into play here. Trump didn't tell him to come out here with no mask and scream at people. This next image portrays Black Lives Matter and advocates holding a peaceful protest, which I do applaud. However, there are multiple people here with no mask on. They're not screaming, but they're still in close proximity to each other and can spread respiratory droplets from person to person. I still want to know where Trump comes into play. Trump did not tell these people to come out here with no mask on. Yet another image that contains people with masks, but not putting them to good use. Just letting you know, wearing it around your neck does not slow the spread. And again, they're not very close to each other, but one mistake leads to another and somebody gets coronavirus from this. This one I like and dislike. We have a group of people peacefully protesting and it's respectable. What I don't like is, again, the amount of people without a mask on. It's terrible, especially with how close they are. I can count 7 that either don't have a mask or are wearing it around their neck, rendering it useless. You have 2 children here who are not wearing a mask. You have one here not wearing a mask. Hers isn't being put to good use. She doesn't have one, and hers is not being put to good use. This is just another example of people in close proximity where some have a mask, some don't. The ones that don't are the issue here. You should be noticing a pattern. All of these images are from different places in the country, and we have no clue which of them have COVID or don't. And a final image here, I completely disagree with this. These are the type of people making Trump supporters look bad. If your state has mandated masks, just wear one to make everyone happy, even if you don't agree with it. If this is an argument, my body doesn't like going to work every day. My body, my choice, right? It's stupid. Even if it's not mandated, I strongly urge you to wear a mask in public. It does slow the spread. COVID-19 is spread by respiratory droplets that come out of your mouth when you talk, scream, or whatever else have you. You can also spread it by sneezing, coughing, or anything that involves, and I sound repetitive here, droplets coming from your body. Anyways, I digress. The point of this video is it is not Trump's fault that we have seen a spike in COVID-19 cases. Look at your local community. I'm also aware of people not wearing masks at certain events such as Trump rallies, Biden rallies, or whatever else. I just chose the easiest examples. It is not Trump's fault that people are being ignorant and not wearing facial protection when near other people. My own mother tested positive a couple weeks ago. She's an RN, and she's been working around COVID-19 since the beginning of it. She didn't get it from work. She caught it from taking a trip to the beach. She did not wear her mask, and she caught COVID. Masks and facial protection work. Don't blame Trump for your own ignorance. Encourage your community to wear masks. Trump has nothing to do with how you handle yourself amidst this virus. I say again, do your part.